He's back. The $5 better that hit a $500,000 parlay is back. He dropped another parlay for us, and it's already off to a good start. Week 17, Money Pot, A2D. We don't. Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Money Pot Podcast Show on the A2D Network. I am the host. I am the CEO. I am the president. Excuse the voice. This is Moss Money. The dig's looking beautiful. You know what I mean? we looking clean back here, man. We just leveling up on everything that we doing over here in Money Pot. So make sure that when you do look for me, whether I be on the A2D network or the Money Pot Betting Network, make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that follow, hit that like button. What we talking about today? We're talking about parlays, and more parlays. Yeah. The guy is back. He had hit. I know everybody, and mostly everybody saw it. It was a $5 parlay that hit half a million. Half a million. And you know what happened the next day? Everybody and their mom was thinking about betting an anytime touchdown parlay with 13, 14 legs. And then what he do? He dropped another one. Because what you do when you win, you bet again. And then what we'll do here is we'll look at his bet. We'll see where it stands. It's already off to a good start. He had a 14 pick parlay that pays out $5 to win $360,000. His first pick of the anytime touchdown was Dave Montgomery. Dave Montgomery did score with that Dallas and Detroit game. That was insane. But he did score, so he's the parlay's alive. So we are going to break down all the parlay games and start with our poll question. Our poll question of the day brought to you by Gleason's Bar. Gleason's Bar, located at 6700 Mill Creek Ave in Levittown, PA. Use promo code A2D for 10% off your order, whether you dine in, takeout, or online. Get 10% off using A2D. Can we hit a $5 anytime touchdown parlay for 500 racks? It's just a scratchy ticket, man. It's like saying, can you go to any scratchy ticket, put in $10 and win almost a mil? Right? Does it happen? Rarely. You know, pure luck. It was pure luck. Now, did he have some skill to pick the players? Yeah, of course. Did it maybe take him 10 years of betting parlays to hit it? Probably. Did he make money after Uncle Sam cut him up? Maybe. But still, it still feels good to win that much money at one time. So, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. Can we hit this? I'm going to disagree to the poll. Because if I was hitting these on the regular, I wouldn't be doing. Actually, I probably would still be doing this. But yeah, look, I'll disagree to the poll. It's a fun poll question, right? As I take my leave from the A2D network, it is a very fun poll question. These are very hard to hit. Parlays are hard to hit. They're hard to hit consecutively. Um, very tough to hit. But we've hit some over time, right? We've hit some over time, and I think it's time to hit some more. So I'm gonna stop talking and let's get to the bets. We've been using ESPN, been doing well on ESPN, so I'm gonna stick with it. Um, do we want to do ESPN or do we want to switch it up to DraftKings? Oh, boys on DraftKings. Let's go to DraftKings. Actually, let's do DraftKings and let's get our first bet in the window. Looking at the games, a lot of games. But let's start it off with the game up top, man. It's your Philadelphia Eagles going against the Cardinals. The guy who has the bets, he does think AJ Brown will score today. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's a pretty decent, solid take about AJ scoring. But if AJ's going to score, that means Jalen's got to throw him the ball, right? More than likely. So it's been a while since Jalen had a decent game. I think this game lines up for Jalen Hurts to have a decent game. So as my first bet of my one leg of my parlay, if you guys know we do, I'm not switching up just because somebody else hit a big bet. Is that I'm going to do one one 2 leg parlay, one 3 leg parlay, one 4 leg parlay, and then we go for the we'll go for the sweet spot, the lottery ticket at the end here, and maybe we'll put together, or maybe we'll just follow his picks. Um, and just why not? Lay $2 down to win 100 grand, right? It's $2. So um let me go over. We'll start with the first leg. We'll go over Jalen Hurts. We'll take a little bit of what his thought process is of AJ Brown scoring. Like I said, it's been a while since Jalen Hurts threw for over 2 touchdowns. I think the last time he threw for over 2 touchdowns was at least almost 5 games ago. Let me double check that though. But I think this is a good game for him to get right. Yeah, I was right. Since Buffalo, he's due for 3 touchdowns in Buffalo, but ever since then, they've been kind of off. Seattle, Dallas, San Fran, all as we know, all losses, and the Giants came back. So I think we see him throw the ball a little bit more. So give me Jalen Hurts over 1.5 touchdown passes as the first leg of our parlay. All right, now for the second leg. Ooh, this line's going down. This is a weird game too because there's a lot of injuries in this game. I was on the Dolphins, but Waddle's out, Starts out. That's a lot of offense out for the Dolphins against a very good Ravens defense. Hamilton, I don't think is going to play. I would still lean the Dolphins here. Line's starting to tick down, which we thought would. If you were watching us on Money Pot Betting on YouTube, it was at 3.5. Now it's down to 3. So like Stanford here straight. Um, he does have the guy who does bet. He does have George Kittle here to score. I think what I'm gonna do here is wow, it's over 2.5. I still like it. I still like it. I think this is the Brock Purdy give me the MVP game, right? I think Lamar's gonna be in a tough game. I think if you looked at that San Francisco game versus Niners game last week, they were able to move the ball. If you think about it, Purdy didn't throw for a touchdown at all. He had 4 picks. I expect him to bounce back from a bad performance like that. It's you don't see that a lot, but when he's had bad performances, only one time he had two um, back-to-back performances like that. But then on the second time he had 3 touchdown games. So um, you know it knocks him out of the MVP conversation. It does. What's CMC? CMC's what? Oh, shit, minus 380. Jesus Christ. How many times did CMC score 2 touchdowns this year? It's a good question, right? Not that many though. He just scores every goddamn game. That's the only thing. In the beginning, he was scoring 2 touchdowns a lot. He just, yeah. We put him here. What's this? That's still not bad though. It's honestly, it's still not bad. You know what I mean? Plus 135 is not the greatest odds, but it's a very high likelihood this hits. The guy who does the bet, he has who does he have? Where's he at? He has Kittle to score. What's Kittle's number? I like Kittle plus 110. Makes a lot of sense. 3-1. It's not a bad bet either. Washington's horrible. Um, you know, they're horrible. They're not gonna have like I like the game straight, honestly. I think San Francisco beats them by like damn near 25. Like this could get like Georgia, Florida State type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this could get ugly real fast. Um, I don't mind the Kittle touchdown here, but I'm gonna go with my gut. My gut says take Washington. I mean take the Niners at minus 14. I like that. I don't think Washington keeps this game close at all. This game's gonna get ugly. Actually, you know what? Let me check the weather in Washington before I say that because because it could be raining in Washington. Um, Let me see. I didn't even check that. That's my bad, y'all. My bad. Let me see. Yeah, his defense is going to tee up. Oh, is Brissett playing? Oh no, Brissett's questionable. Yeah, he's not even playing. Ha! He had a good show with him, and then they're going to go to Sam Howell. Oh man, you get demoted, and now you got to play. Yeah, 45 degrees ain't bad. Yeah, give me San Fran, bro. Give me San Fran minus 14. This game should be like 33 to like. Do they give up 20 points to them? Hold on, let me see something here. Now that I'm looking at this, what's their what's their team total over? All right, we'll do this. I like this one a lot better. We'll we'll move. We'll take this down. There we go. All right, it's a 2-1 play. Let me see if we keep going. What are they? 33. Yeah, I like the 20 and the 7.5. They're going to score. They're going to score 4 touchdowns. In my opinion. I do like the Brock Purdy over 2.5 touchdowns as well. If you like those odds a little bit better, but I like this better. Jalen Hurts over 1.5 touchdown passes, and the San Francisco 49ers to score over 27.5 points. That's plus 172, almost 2-1 on your money. You can lock that in for me. That is my first best bet of the day with a parlay. And that is brought to you by Royal Billards, and we'll be back for our second parlay of the day.
Royal Billiard and Recreation, proudly celebrating 40 years and our new, bigger showroom.
Twice the size and twice the fun.
More pool tables by Olhausen. More dartboard sets, including custom reclaimed backboards. More bar and kitchen stools that can change a room.
And more bars, including pre-built and custom.
Hot tubs, skee ball, shuffleboard, outdoor,
and fun.
Royal Billiard and Recreation, your ultimate game room store. Now located on Bethlehem Pike in Colmar.
All right, we are back. Let's go to the comments real quick. Dylon spit hot fire. Dylon. Gainwell anytime touchdown is intriguing. It is. I was actually looking at Swift. He's been seen last game. So this game is going to be interesting because I do think the Eagles do win convincingly today. I do think they put them on a little bit. I was a little bit different in what I was thinking about earlier. I do because I didn't know Marquise Brown is out for them. Murray's sick. And who else was out? I thought somebody else was out as well. And it's just like, man, that's tough sledding. Come in here, you're hurt, you're sick, nobody's playing, you're 3-11. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's playing for the man next to you. It's a pride thing. But, I don't think Murray didn't practice, I don't think Friday. I think it was I read. So it's just gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for the Cardinals today. Tough for the Cardinals. And I see the Eagles being able to do whatever they want today, offensively. And I think this is the game that you see what we're looking for, right? Like we've been looking for all 3 phases of the game from Philadelphia. And I think this is a potential game where we see that, right? A lesser opponent. We definitely need to win, right? Because Dallas won, so it's still a must-win game. And from a how can I say from a from an approach from a schematic way, like we check every box. Like, what do you like on maybe Gannon is the only kind of like even from a coaching standpoint because he took a very bad team and they're actually somewhat, competitive. McBride might be the other only spot, but it's just him. So I'm not really worried about Connor. Maybe Connor out of the backfield could be a problem, but I expect our offensive skill set players to get off in this game. Pete, what's up, bro? Rob, what's going on? What's going on? Going on? Going on? Going on? Willie Vegas, man. What's up, bro? Got that parlay, baby? Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I just kind of said. He just doesn't have. They just don't have the personnel. Exactly. All right, let's go to parlay number two. All right. So I do like the Patriots in this game. Um, Zappy has 5 touchdowns and 1 pick on the road. I know Buffalo is really tough to play at. I know the Patriots already beat Buffalo, so it makes sense. But this is a division game. Um, I just don't see Buffalo beating the Patriots that bad, especially with a low total. I could see this game being maybe like 24-14, right? That seems about right. 23-17 or something like that. It's not like Buffalo's are, world eaters on defense. I think the Patriots will have some success being able to move the ball. All right, so for our first one, I know I'm a big fan of Puka here. The On the parlay, he has Puka scoring a touchdown, but I'm going with Old Faithful here, man. I'm going with Cooper Cup to score a touchdown. First in my first leg here. Puka is having a hip injury supposedly, and the Giants, they stink. Period. Um, I think Tyrod's getting the start, so changes how they play a little bit. But the Rams are still fighting for a playoff spot. So and they're in the wild card right now. So this is a must-win game for the Rams. Like the Rams in a lot of money line parlays here. It does not make sense for the Giants to win this game. Does not make sense at all. They mess up draft picks. I don't get it. So we'll start off with Cooper Cup anytime touchdown. Really like the Saints here too. Um, and we'll take them money line. Division game, tough game. Line started at 3, it dropped down. But there's been a lot of injuries on the Saints. Lattimore's out. Um, I believe Kamara is sick. They don't like Debit Carr. It's just something about the Saints that's not right. And I don't understand this line. And if it's just because it's a division game, I think Kenneth Miller is also kind of banged up too as well. So I just don't understand why this line is so close, especially the way the Bucks are playing. I don't know if this is like that Baker game that Baker becomes Baker Mayfield type deal. I'm not really, everything's going well for Baker right now, and it's like, oh no. Um, and the Saints have actually been getting gassed on the run a little bit here as well. Um, I think I might like Rashid White to score here. This seems like a good spot for Rashid White to score. And I think he scored in a couple games so far. He's got 6 touchdowns. Even when he has not a, he gets 20 carries damn near every game. Hmm. Rashid White seems right. And so does uh Mike Evans. What's the touchdown props? Yeah, look at Rashid White, minus 155. Oh, thank you. Always could use a little bit of coffee in the morning. Clear up the palate. We'll save the anytime touchdown score for later. But there's something that we're looking at. But give me, like I said, I like the Bucks to win this game. I'm not going to overthink it. Bucks need this game. Um, I think are they 8-7, but they're first in the NFC South, so this is a must-win game for the Bucks. Let me see what the NFL. Let me see what the playoff scenario is real quick for them. Oh, here we go. What I was looking at before. So I think a win and they get in. Yeah, they win. If Tampa wins, they get the playoff berth and the NFC South division title. It's like they win and they get in. Like you cannot lose this game if you're Tampa Bay. You cannot lose this game. Cannot lose this game whatsoever. I'll get to you, bro. Don't worry. We're getting there. I don't understand why this line is so close, man. Maybe a field goal game. I don't know. I don't like it. But give me the Bucks. I'm just gonna go with what I think is gonna happen. Too much on the Buck riding for the Bucks to lose this game. They'll be fools if they lose this game. They gotta win this game. It's a must-win game here. All right. Now, next game, Houston's outside looking in right now. Buffalo needs to win, obviously. The Colts need to win. Houston's 8-7 right now. Big loss if they lose here. Levis is playing, but CJ Stroud is back for this game. It's gonna be a huge boost for them. They need this game. I haven't been impressed with Will Levis. So with Will Levis being played over Tannehill tells me that Tennessee, they're evaluating talent right now. I don't know if how much Derrick Henry plays in this game. Houston has been susceptible to against the run. They've already played divisional game, and Houston, I believe, bombed on them not too long ago. Yeah, they just played them 2 weeks ago. 19-16. Well, no, I'm not bombed on them, but the Texans beat them 19-16 in overtime. That was who was that? That was Levis against Simeon, right? I mean, Case Keenum. Now you get your star back. I expect Houston to roll here. Give me Houston money line. Ooh, I really like the Panthers today. Anybody riding with the Panthers? Anybody riding with the Panthers today? Um, Anybody riding with the Panthers today? I like to stay in a 1 o'clock game so we can win money early. Right now we're at 4-1. Does Atlanta have anything for a playoff? I think Atlanta's still hanging around, right? No, Atlanta's not out of it. They're 7-8. I don't really think anything much can do in Atlanta. I mean, they need to win. They can't lose. Chicago somehow still around at 6-9, but I'm pretty sure Chicago loses this game. This game, it's a wrap for them. Even though it's a long shot for them to get back. I mean, Chicago been playing better. I guess because Fields is playing for his life because he knows they got like the first pick. So that's where Justin Fields has been playing a little bit better of recent. Um, I do like Fields to score here. Dante Foreman has not, you know, he hasn't really scored that much. I think he is playing. Oh, Mooney's out. I didn't know Mooney's out. Mooney's out with a concussion. Cole Kmet is a game time decision coming off a big game against Arizona. Let me see this. Did we finish this off with a Justin Fields touchdown? That makes a lot of sense. I'll take it. At home. That makes a lot of sense. We'll finish off this parlay. Give me Justin Fields to score. Plus 160. Ooh, you see that number? 13 to 1 play right here. It's a 4-leg parlay. 13 to 1. You just watching, I'll run it down for you. Because you guys can't. Let me see. I can actually minimize this. Let me see if I bring that back. There we go. So we can see the bets. All right, we're going Cooper Cup, anytime score. We're going Tampa Bay money line, Houston, Texas money line, and Justin Fields to score a touchdown. I really like that bet. I really do. That's a good bet. That is a good bet right there. That is a good bet right there. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's go into the new year with something heavy in the wallet. Something heavy in the wallet. 1,300. Bet small, win big. $25 when you what? 340. 340. You know, I like this a little bit more. Give me 75 on it to win a rack. Give me 75 on it to win a rack. You know what I mean? Good stuff, Pat. Appreciate that. Throwing that out there. I mean, $75 to win a rack. I really like this bet. It's a good bet here. Get your money on 1 o'clock. All 1 o'clock games. Cooper Cup, Tampa. Who messes this up? Tell me in the comments. Who messes this parlay up? Right? Houston, the Bucks? Is it the Bucks? The Bucks gonna mess this up? I feel like Cooper Cup is gonna score. Right? Cooper Cup has scored 4 times out of the 5 times. Five times out of the last four. I mean, 4 times out of the last 5 games. He didn't score last game, but the last before that, he scored 4 games, 3 or 4 games in a row. Tampa's got to win to get in. They win a division if they win. Texans have to win here to keep their playoff hopes around, alive. And Justin Fields, no commit, no Mooney. You really only have what's his name? You only really have who's the boy from Carolina? Why I just remember his name. Moore. DJ Moore. You only have DJ Moore to throw to at that point. You know, Rashawn Johnson. Yeah, right. Fields is gonna be running around all day in this game. He scores. Yeah, I like this one. That's a good one right here, y'all. Hope you got that down. All right, we'll go a little bit bigger with some of the 4 o'clock games. Next bet is brought to you by Carlinos. Stay with us. We'll be right back with our third parlay bet of the day.
In our family, food is our daily bond. My nonna, affectionately called Mama by many, found solace and joy in the kitchen, sharing her love through delicious creations. She turned her culinary passion into a flourishing business alongside her husband and sons in 1983. Celebrating 40 years is a testament to our exceptional team, friends, family, and beloved customers. With gratitude, we look forward to the future, expanding our brand to share the highest quality Italian food and wine nationwide. Our heartfelt thanks to everyone who has played a part in our story. Grazie mille.
Anybody get some Carlinos lately? Every time I see that commercial, that food be banging. You know what I mean? Cassandra, wanted to you too as well. Appreciate y'all coming in. I see some names that I haven't seen before, so appreciate y'all chiming in, man. Marcus, what's going on? Lose another lose anything after another ref debacle last night. Well, you know what? They did so it was 2 fouls in the play, right? I know it's fun to talk about it last night because it was so hot and fresh in everybody's mind. But they did report, but he wasn't on the line, right? So you can't have 2 linemen eligible on the same side, I think it was, right? Like it was still illegal formation. They did report as clear as day, but it was an illegal formation. And I think Dave, Campbell was like he was mad. So it didn't matter if they was at the 15-yard line. They were still going for 2. You know what I'm saying? And then people were like, well, he went for it on the 8-yard line, but then Parsons went off sides, so they got the 5 yards back anyway. And then Golf made a golf, right? He made a bad throw. That was a touchdown. I mean, I'm sorry, that was a 2-point conversion. They would have won the game. So gave Dallas life. And I think in the end, as an Eagle fan, you wanted Dallas to win, kinda. If that's weird to even say. But you didn't want Detroit to win out to get the second seed. You want us to have the second seed. So it is what it is. Bijan's receiving yards is tempting. I didn't even look at it. I wasn't even looking at Bijan receiving yards. What is it? Oh, 23 and a half. That is tempting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, Let me see. What is it? Have they been using him in the passing game lately like that? I mean, I know he's a threat as always, but I feel like when Heineke throwing the ball, um, hasn't been so much passing yards as much. But he's hit this 4 out of the last 5 though. So good take there. He had 7 catches for 50 yards. Then Carolina only had 1 for 3, but then he had 5 catches for 54, 3 catches for 26, and 3 catches for 32. I would maybe look at his receptions. If his receptions is over 2.5, I think that's a good bet. It's at 3.5, so it's about spot on. Um, I figured it would be at 3.5, and then the under is at 3. So he'll probably get 2 to 3 receptions. On a good day, he'll get 4. Um, but it's probably a no bet for me. Too much. I'm too much variance in this one. I don't really like these offenses. So I'll stick with the bet that we have. All right, let's put something else together. Let's keep the 4 o'clock games going. Um, and we'll take a look at it. Refs got it wrong. Yeah, but it was still a legal formation. They might have got the number wrong, but the call was right. It was still a legal formation, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because the receiver wasn't on the line. The lineman was on the line, and he was the last. He was the last one on the. The receiver was the last one on the line, so he wasn't covered. So illegal. They might have explained it wrong, but the illegal formation was wrong. I mean, it was right. Was the right flag. It was the right call. For illegal. If they called it for illegal formation, I forget. There was so much back and forth. You know how that is. Would you pick Puka over Cooper Cup? So Puka has a hip injury. They said he's going to play through the hip injury. I don't like betting on guys who are hurt. Cooper Cup, I think I said again, but let me be accurate in what I'm saying here, just to be sure. I think he scored 4 out of the last 5 games. I'm sorry, 3 out of the last 4 games, he scored a touchdown. Didn't score last game. It was the Puka Nakua show, but I don't know how bad the injury is from his hip, so I don't know what that looks like for him today. But like I said, man, give me Cooper Cup anytime touchdown score. And we break all these games down. These are just parlay picks, but we have regular picks. So if you go to Money Pot Betting on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. You'll see a lot of these games. We got college games. Did we ever smash Georgia versus Florida State? Oh my God. You like college, you like basketball. We got golf coming. We got some draft talk coming. Like, a lot of stuff happening on Money Pot Betting Show. And as you can see, the background is A1. Things are looking up and up for us. And things are looking up for A2D. I said this before. I have one more show that I'm gonna do on the A2D network, and then unfortunately, you guys won't see me on doing Money Pot. You'll still see me on A2D, just not doing the money pot betting show anymore on A2D radio. So on the network. So if you like, how we do, you like the bets, you like talking bets, make sure you go follow me on Money Pot Betting on YouTube. And we'll see you over on that other side. We have so many bets, so many plays. So make sure you check us out. All right. So one more play, and then we'll go for the Hail Mary lottery ticket, scratchy ticket. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we like what the guy has. Um, and we'll see if we follow. I'll run it down, and maybe we'll piggyback off what he already has, and maybe we'll take some of it off. All right. So for parlay number 3. So this one I'm gonna reach a little bit here. For this one, I don't know what's going on with Kansas City, bro. I really don't. Um, Maybe they're just not as good as everybody thinks they are. I'm not really impressed with, Cincinnati either. Both teams are hurt. I know Chase came out and had some words saying he's not really impressed by them. Eh, you know, I'm not sure what to think about that. They got beat up by a, a Steelers team that can't really do much on the offensive side of the game, on the offensive side of the ball. I'm assuming Chase is playing in this game. I don't think they're totally out of the playoffs. Let me see if Cincinnati. No, Cincinnati's not totally out of the playoff. They're 8-7 right now. Um, KC can clinch the playoffs and the title with a win today, so it makes sense for KC to win. Oh man, Cincinnati come in here and do some damage. I don't know. Nah, they don't beat KC at home. And KC doesn't lose 2 at home either. But KC's 1-3 in their last 4. They lost 3 games at home this year, which is unheard of for them. 4 games at home. I mean, what is their record at home? 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3. They're 500 at home, which is unheard of. Mm-mm-mm. I think Travis. This is a Travis Kelsey game for me. It's got to be. Your A-star players need to show up when you need them, don't they? And Rasheed Rice has been having a hell of a game. Travis Kelsey over 65 yards, 65 and a half yards. Seems criminal for him to be that low, but he hasn't had 100 yards since October 22nd. It's the last time he had over 100 yards. It's really been the Rasheed Rice show, right? 6 catches, 7 catches, 8 catches. How many receptions is Rasheed Rice? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Receptions, Rice. 5.5 seems too low. He hasn't had this since November 20th. Let's start with there. Chalky, but I'll take it. 5? Oh man, let me double check this real quick. Let me double check. Because I know what's his name? Didn't Pickens go off against Cincinnati? Like Pickens went off against Cincinnati. Uh, I felt like Nick Mullins, Addison, and Jefferson went off. They threw all over him against Cincinnati. Like didn't Minshew have a good thing? Pittman had a good game. Like, come on, man. Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. That's way too low. All right. So we're down at the 4 o'clock games. Oh man. They're benching Russell Wilson, which is insane to me. So insane. Do we even know who's their backup? Danucci? Mm, no, straight him. I like the Chargers. They lose this game. This move was for them to lose. Easton Stick shows up today. Problem is he don't got nobody to throw it to. What's the total in this game? Let's move this out. 37 and a half. Yeah, right. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. They beat the Chargers 24-7 before. And Easton Stick. Why was I muted? Was I muted the whole time? This is weird. Just got like muted for a second. My bad. This is like a preseason game. Like this is crazy. I do like I made some money off Everett last game. Just check down City, man. 4.5 seems too low. You know what I mean? 7, 5, 5, 4, 4. What did he do against Denver? He had 5 catches for 39 yards against them before. But I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna take the under here. I don't this is gonna be a bad game to watch, in my opinion. Let me see what the props are. I like the under here a lot on everybody. Let's see here. Do we see an uptick in offense from Denver? That's the question. When you see changes like that, they scored 23, 17, 24, and 17 in the last 4 games. They only scored 24. I'm going to take under 27.5. I don't think they scored 28 points. It's really, they like them under 21, which is crazy. Actually, you know what? Give me under 23.5. We'll get those odds a little bit better for the Denver Broncos. They quit on their quarterback. I'm not sure how the team responds to that. Really not sure how the team responds to that, but we'll see. Then we got 8 o'clock night game, Green Bay versus the Vikings. It's a big game, right? Still playoffs. Talk with this game. Green Bay outside looking in. Minnesota top of the charts in terms of wild card. The question is, are they going back with? No, that's right. They're going with the rookie Jaren Hill. That's right. He went 5 for 6 against Atlanta. Oh, but this is when. I feel like this offense is so friendly. I feel like overs for Hill makes a lot of sense for me. I do. I don't know much. I don't know much about the kid, to be honest. From BYU, looks like when I think about new quarterbacks starting, they want to play in the system. Um, they don't want to do too much. They want to do what they're told, right? Um, I think Hawkinson is out, right? So that hurts because that's his security blanket with a tight end. I think the question is who's their backup tight end. Um, I think would be a good question, and that's Munt, I think. So where's he at? Is he even up here? Yeah. So we might go with him. He hasn't scored. What is it? Oliver is up there. He's played more. Let's see. Like a good run game and a tight end is always your best bet. I think obviously we all know who Justin Jefferson is. He had a hell of a game last game. Unbelievable. And I also like to look at rushing yards for Hall. He's only going to be able to see his first or maybe second read, and then he's getting out of dodge, right? Especially against a decent Green Bay front. At least it's at home. Gives him a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, Jaren Hall over 27.5 yards. That makes a lot of sense to me. They won't be able to run the ball. I like that a lot. Let me see who this kid is from BYU real quick. Let's see. Is he a rookie? I mean, I was looking real quick. He is. Yeah, he's a rookie. He's a dual threat quarterback from BYU. That's what's up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that Russian prompt is beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful there. Like that. All right. So we got some 4 o'clock games. Now this parlay is going to be a little bit bigger, so we gotta build it up. All right. I'm gonna go to college football real quick. Switch it up on y'all. All right. This is tomorrow. This is New Year's Day games. All right. Give me Iowa. All right. Roll Tide. Bama wins the game. All right. Washington wins the game. That's what we do. That's the kind of what we on. You know what I mean? We going with both dogs in the game. Bama wins, Washington wins. Mm. Lines are already up too. Lines are already up. I like this Marone kid. Why Washington? Check out Money Pot. Check out Money Pot. Check out Money Pot. We broke both these games down. I really like this Iowa bet though. I don't understand. Like Milton's not playing, and as ugly as Iowa is, that defense is fucking ridiculous. I don't know how Tennessee is going to move the ball. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. what's going on here. Their running back's out too, right? Jalen Wright, he's out too for pro day. Honestly, I think Iowa might win this game. To be honest with you, I think they really might win this game. You know what I mean? Nico Alamaliva gets the start. You know what I mean? He ain't Milton, obviously. We already know what Milton was. I think Squirrel White is playing in this game. I think that the receivers are playing, but the running backs are definitely out. Both running backs are out. And they're going with their third running back, Dylan Sampson. But you got to think Milton was part of that running game. He had 7 rushing touchdowns. But Wright's out. Jabari Small is out. You know what I mean? Like, I think looks like some of the a lot of the defensive players are playing though. So that should be good for them. But it's going to be a slow, ugly game. Slow pace. So I like the points here. Actually, you know what? Just to protect myself a little bit here, we'll switch it up just a little bit. We'll go 7.5 Iowa. There we go. That's a little bit better. 40-1. That's a 40-1 play. 6 teams. Rashid Rice over 5.5 receptions. Under 23.5 points for the Denver Broncos. Jaleen Hall over 27.5 rushing yards. Bama wins. Washington wins. Iowa plus 7.5 pays 40-1. What's that mean? Bet small, win big. $25 will win you a grand. I'm sorry, it's not the $5 win you 300,000. I apologize, but I still take $25 to win me a rack. Ooh, you know I hit you with the college plays. Ooh, finish it off with the college plays. All right, now let's take a look at this $5 bet to win everything he has. So I'm gonna put what he has up. All right, and we're gonna break it down real quick before we get out of here. Touchdown. He's got AJ Brown scoring, I believe. And we'll this is what he has so far. Now he already had David Montgomery scoring, so we can't do that. But I'm gonna put what he has up right now, real quick. Because I think what happens is when you post stuff like this, people they're gonna buy. You know, what I mean, it's $5, right? $2. What's what people are gonna think about it? So, which is fine. I can't because I do this, I just can't blindly follow somebody. But I think it's fun to look at, and I think it's fun to kind of break it down because you don't need all these picks, right? Like you don't need them all. Obviously, it's bet small, win big, and this is for sure what that really is. But at the same time, my thought is that what we can do here is we can look at this and we can maybe make it half of what this guy came up with and then still hit on a profit, right? If you've been waiting for this one, I appreciate y'all for waiting for this one to come up. But I want to just show you guys what this dude has so we can take a look at it and see if we can find a gem in here. Because he does have some pretty decent picks. He's got a pick in every game pretty much is what he did. He did skip some picks. So we'll go Derrick Henry. Got a lot of running backs scoring today, which makes sense. It's colder. When you get later in the year, um, later in games out that are outside, the best bet is to run the ball. So that makes a lot of sense. So we'll go here. He's got Michael Pittman. He's got a couple of Jones that we picked out too. Um, we'll go ETN. Yes, I mean DraftKings probably allowing this because you know how many people are going to be betting like this. Like it's going to be silly. So that's what he pretty much did. He went through every game and picked one guy to score. Right. See, in my opinion, I don't think you need every game. I think it's just the variance is too big to hit. But like I said, it's all in good fun. You know, a lot of people, Nate, what's a dollar? You know what I mean? Well, a dollar adds up to $2. $2 adds up to $3. That's what's a dollar. Um, and you just, you know, if you're okay betting with that, you know, that's fine. I don't think there's a problem bet with parlays. Just understand that they're very hard to hit, super hard to hit. Got Kelsey, and we got one more. He went Dylan. See, it won't even let you parlay. Oh yeah, it does. I was about to say AJ Dillon. All right, all right. So here it is. This is what the guy has left to hit. All right, he's got AJ Brown, Gus Atward, Kittle, Puka, James Cook, Rashid White, Derrick Henry, Michael Pittman Jr., Travis Etienne, Fields, Pickens, Kelsey, AJ Dillon for a parlay. $5 right now will win you 90 grand. That's what he has left to hit. Now let's break this thing down. All right. And let's go game by game real quick. And we'll remove what we want and what we don't want. Now, I said this earlier in the show. He likes AJ Brown to score. I think this is a decent bet. Um, I don't have any problem with AJ scoring today. It's been a while since AJ scored. I think he's due for a score. So I'll leave this here. I'll leave AJ Brown there. Edwards. Um, Edwards has scored a lot of game in a lot of games. I'm not sure how this game flow is going to go. Um, let me see. Uh, I'm gonna bring this back up. I don't mind the Edwards touchdown here. He's got 12. You know, he scored. It's not like he doesn't. He scores in a lot of games, and without Montgomery, makes a lot of sense for him to get into the zone. The total is 46 and a half, so there's going to be points scored um, in this game. They are a run first, obviously team. You know, Dolphins against the Cowboys. Uh, let's see what they give up against Henry ran. Henry had two. So it seems like against run first teams, seems like the running back does score, but they haven't given up too many rushing touchdowns recently. Um, I mean, Sam Howell had two rushing touchdowns against them against Dolphins. I think I would do a little. I feel like Lamar scores a little bit more here. You know, like I think it's been a while since Lamar had a rushing touchdown. I know he's beating people from the pocket, but I think with Ramsey and um Howard out there, I think it'll be tough for them to 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 throw the ball a little bit. What do you guys think? Keep it or take it out? I kind of like. I kind of like. What's his face to score here more than I do him. Like I like Lamar here, and the odds are better. I think Lamar's gonna like this. You need another Lamar game, and against this pass rush and pass um defense, I think this is gonna be tough to throw the ball against them. What did against the Cowboys? They used Ferguson pretty good. What did Ferguson do? 4 catches for 45 yards. But like everybody else was locked down city. I mean, Lamb got off, but Lamb's in the slot, and they didn't travel with him in the slot. But Ferguson got off a little bit. What did Likely do? Likely's another good one too against San Fran. 3 catches, 56 yards. You know, Lamar ran controlled, so kind of like Lamar a little bit more here. One of these two obviously guys score. I'm more favoring Lamar here than I do Gus. I don't know. Option sounds pretty decent too with no excuse me, with no Mostart. All right, let's keep going down the list. Get stuff. Kittle, I like. I don't like Puka because we have Cooper Cup. So I'm gonna take Puka out. James Cook. Kind of like Allen more than I like Cook. I like the quarterbacks, man. I do. I know James Cook has been playing well of recent, but I don't think did he score against the Chargers? He didn't score against the Chargers. Allen had 2 touchdowns against the Chargers. He had a world game against Dallas. We all know that, right? But Allen scored against the Dallas Cowboys. Allen scored against the Chiefs. Yeah, give me Josh Allen here. I'm going back to that game. Give me Josh Allen to score in that game. I like Josh Allen more than I like Cook. Kind of a Jalen Hurts type deal. So we're going to make one switch so far. Yeah, give me Josh Allen score. All right. So we'll keep it so far. We got Kittle, Rashid White against the Saints. I like Tampa in this game. But no Lattimore though. I'm gonna switch this one up as well. Even though I don't mind this bet, but with no Lattimore, man, it just makes a lot of sense that Evans gets in the zone. You know what I mean? Like I don't. Godwin makes Rashid, Shaheed, Otto. Let's see, Tyson Hill. Give me Mike Evans. I don't like Derrick Henry today. How does JTT not score today against the Raiders? Doubtful. Mayer's out. Foreman's out. Pittman's coming back with a concussion. Yeah, give me Taylor to score here, man. I don't. Let's go Taylor. I like Taylor here more than I like Pittman. Come on, computer. Taylor score here. It's a Dookie game. I don't trust anybody. I mean, Travis Etienne does makes a lot of sense. But Carolina's got a pretty decent run defense, so I don't like that bet. I like Fields. Pickens is coming off a decent game in Seattle. I don't know how that's gonna be tough sledding. I don't like betting on this offense. I get the odds here, but I'm taking George out. I do like Kelsey here. Kelsey makes a lot of sense. Had a bad game. It's been a long time since he scored or had a decent game. I might leave Kelsey in here. AJ Dillon does make a lot of sense as well. Um, Against the Vikings, they're going with the rookie running the ball. I kind of like him to score on the rushing touchdown, to be honest. Chandler scored twice. Have they played Minnesota already? Green Bay? He didn't play against Green Bay. This is when Kirk Cousins got hurt, actually. Hawkinson scored. Addison scored. What Green Bay do? Jordan Love, Jones. Yeah, Green Bay crushed them. And this was in Lambeau too. Wow. I don't like this one either. Like what is Green Bay now? Right? I mean, like like that's the question. Like they beat the Panthers, you know, and I like Dylan because he got the goal line catches, so that makes sense. I get that. Love scored too, so I get that. Um, what they do against the Bucks? But like when AJ Dillon had his chance, he didn't really do much with it. That's why I don't really like the pick so much. Like he didn't do anything with it when Jones was out. Like he didn't even score. That's why I don't like it. So I'm taking it off. I don't like it. All right, so we cut ours down to 8, and it's still 240 to 1. So $5 will win you $1,200. And I think these are all value good. The Gus Edward one is the one maybe I might take away. I would maybe put um Lamar in there. The only one that I would actually put in there if you want some crazy odds is where is he at? I think it's this one. I like Hall to score here. I'll be honest. They have no running game. I do. I like Hall to score here. I like Jaron Hall to score. Anytime touchdown. You know what I mean? You like that one. That's a little bit better. $5 to win you 6 grand. Right? $10 to win you 12 grand. You know what I mean? I think that's a good bet. I think this is a really good bet. This is because I made it, of course. But yeah, 3 quarterbacks to score, a running back, a tight end. Go ahead, lock that in for the last bet of the day. Scratchy ticket, Moss money. Oh man, that was a hell of a bet, man. Hell of a bet. Let me see. If we double dip, right? We do college football. Do we take? Do we just take Bama just to add some juice to it? Like, what if we take Iowa to win this game? $10 to win you 40 grand. All riding on Iowa to win the game. Ah, Iowa, straight up wins the game. What's Iowa +6? Not getting greedy. That's still not bad, man. $10 to win 24 grand for Iowa to cover the 6. I really like that. I even like this more. Where is it at? This is what I really like. I like this bet a lot. $10 will win you 20 grand, bro. You know what I mean? Give me the 7.5 with Iowa. I really like that bet. Me, I gotta get something. Give me $50 to win 100 racks. I gotta get something out of it, right? $50 to win $100,000. We got AJ Brown scoring, Gus Edwards scoring, Kittle scoring, Field scoring, Kelsey scoring, Allen scoring, Mike Evans scoring, Taylor scoring, Jareen Hall scoring, and then it'll all come down to Iowa to be covered by a touchdown at plus 7.5. $50 to win you $101,000. Hey man, we're gonna make it on bar stools and BR betting. They're gonna be like, yo, you gotta come out with another one. You know what I mean? It'd be me and Khaled. Another one. All right, that was fun. There's the best bet of the day. Like I said, everybody, thanks for all joining in and chiming in. If you like bets, if you like betting, if you like regular bets, go ahead and go over to the Money Pot Betting Show on YouTube. Appreciate you guys for all chiming in. Thank you for joining. I hope we win some money going into the new year. That was a banger that we just had, so gotta love it. This is Moss Money. This is Money Pot. Good luck. Happy hunting. Happy betting.